DG, sinabi mo na persons of interest. Now, sabi mo naman, yung focus nyo is from the other project or lab. But still, kung pwede naman yun, the following day, because those 11 persons of interest with regards to drugs, di ba? DG, police ka eh. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Persons of interest yun. Tapos, nung pinakawala ng sandali po, pinakawala ng BID, okay lang kayo? Sige nga.
Sir, what I mean with persons of interest, it's possible person.
Kaya nga, whatever, because they are not yet, hindi nga pwede ikulong doon sa ano eh. Yung sinabi mo, Davao City Police Office, hindi. Wala pa naman silang kaso eh. Tama yun sa BID. But, even the following day, the following week, dapat pinalo up nyo. Bakit biglang nawala? And did you file a case against the BID?
Mr. Chair, meron kasi...
Sadali po, question ko lang po, sagutin mo. Did you file a case against those BID people?
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
Why?
Wala namang violation, Mr.
Ano
Chair.
wala violation? Sabi mo na nga, they are subject of that operations. Persons of interest. Di ba? O now, question. Ito, are they formally endorsed to BID? Did you?
Mr. Chair,
Sadali po, yes or no lang.
hindi ko sir masagot na yes or no.
Okay, hindi tanongin kita. Did you formally endorse them to the BID?
Merong PIDEA doon nakasama.
Sino ang PIDEA?
Hindi ko na matandaan, Mr. Chair.
Lang.
Yes,
Pwede ba
Mr.
yun?
Chair, that was 20 years ago, Mr. Chair.
Ito, sinong BID doon, the time?
Hindi ko rin matandaan na kung sino yung BID.
Ay, mayan, Miss Yaka,
Mr. Chair.
DJ, sadali po. Patapusin muna ako. Hindi pwede hindi mo matandaan. Kasi yung Dumoy raid na yun, napakalaking raid yun. Tapos, over nyo, hindi mo matandaan. Kaya tinanong kita, if you formally endorse those 11 Chinese, kasi po, may statement na presidente din na pinagpapatay niya. DJ, you're telling me, maniwala ako dito, hindi mo matandaan? And you claim that those 11 are persons of interest, then suddenly, nirelease ng BID? Wala kayong ginawa? In fact, ang basic doon, police ka. Ang basic doon, you should have investigated why the BID released those 11 persons of interest. Di ba? Police ka eh. Subject nyo yun eh. Kaya hindi mo ako mapaniwala, DG. Ewan ko sa mga members dito, kung maniwala na hindi mo alam kung ano nangyari doon. Diba? Simple lang po. Dineklara mo, persons of interest in 11. Nirelease ng BID. Ang reason mo is that you're busy on those other projects. The day after, a week after. Diba? Hindi naman tayo dito, hindi ako pulis, pero marunong din ako mag-imbestiga. At kung ako nandun, kung talagang tunay na trabaho natin, hindi ko hayaan yun na makawala. Without doing deeper investigation, that 11. Ngayon, yung reason mo, hindi mo matandaan. O BID, nandito ba ang BID?
So when did you assume as Director General of PIDEA?
I was appointed May 22, 2020, Mr. Chair.
2020.
Yes,
But
Mr.
in 2004, during that trade, you were already an operative of the...
I was the regional
drugs.
director of the PIDEA Regional Office 11.
So PIDEA ka na nun.
At the same time, PACER kasi ako nung police passer ako nun eh.
What is PACER?
PACER, Police Anti-Crime Emergency Response.
Okay. So...
Yun yung pumalit, sir, sa PAOK, CTF.
Okay. So PACER, which also covers drugs.
Lahat yun, sir. Lahat.
So lahat ng anti-illegal, anti-criminality
Yes,
activities.
Mr. Chair.
So you were the regional director.
Yes, Southern Southern Area Office. Southern part of Mindanao, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so you were part of the team that raided the Dumoy apartment. Apartment ba yun o warehouse?
I led the
Okay.
operation, Mr. Chair.
Okay, and during that operations, merong kayong na-apprehend ng mga Chinese nationals.
Wala kaming apprehend during the operation, Mr. Chair.
And
Operation on December 31, dun yun, sir, sa Dumoy Clandestine Laboratory.
okay.
So, may 6 na namatay doon, Mr. Chair.
Yan ang I was referring to that.
Yes,
If
Mr.
meron
Chair.
pa bang iba?
Wala na, Mr. Chair.
So Dumoy lab,
Yes,
clandestine lab
clandestine
lang.
laboratory,
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
Walang Chinese nationals na apprehend doon.
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
But there were Chinese nationals who were killed.
That was on Arlene Apartment. At Arlene Apartment, Mr. Chair, kung saan doon nakatira yung grupo na, yun yung unang nilapagan, Mr. Chair, ng grupo na galing sa Maynila na we received information from the USDEA that Chinese nationals were arriving at Davao City. So, sinundan namin at doon lumapag, Mr. Chair. Doon kami nag-umpisang magtrabaho sa Arlene Apartment.
So ibig sabihin, nagkaroon ng enkwentro, nagkabarilan doon sa Arlene apartment?
No, Mr. Chair. Arlene Apartment is in Agdao.
Okay. I was asking
Residential
you-
yon, Mr. Chair.
Okay, listen, DJ ha. My question was, doon sa Dumoy ba, na clandestine laboratory, may na-apprehend na mga Chinese?
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
Wala. Tinuro mo yung Arlene apartment. So I thought that you were explaining to me that the Chinese that were apprehended inside the Arlene apartment. Tama ba yun?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So doon sila hinuli.
Buong apartment yun, sir. Isang linyang apartment. Lahat ng Chinese doon, sir, pinag-ano namin.
So, yun na nga.
namin.
So lahat ng Chinese doon sa linya ng apartment na yon, according to you, ay hinuli nyo
Yeah, for questioning, Mr. Chair.
for questioning. Now, I noticed in the list of the names of the Chinese nationals there, meron dong 14 years old tsaka isang 15 years old.
Hindi ko na matandaan kasi yung mga...
Can we show
ano,
again please? Can we show the list of the names at Comsec? Kasi merong 14 tsaka 15. So, ang ibig sabihin, lahat sila, ginather nyo doon sa Arlene apartment, pati yung 14 tsaka 15-year-old, tinanong nyo rin, in-interview nyo rin.
In interview, Mr. Chair.
And then, do you still recall ano yung nangyari doon sa interview nyo?
Yung, we just want to find out yung relation nung mga isa't isa doon, sir. Kasi yung syndicate is kumuha ng 3 bahay, 3 pinto sa apartment. Doon sila lahat lalabas, may bibilihin na equipment, babalik doon. So in short, doon yung home base nung drug syndicate na nag-ooperate ng Dumoy. Yan sir. Yan yung whole area ng Arlene Apartment. Diyan kami dinala galing sa airport. And this apartment, Mr. Chair, was the subject also of our previous operation, pero hindi nag-prosper. So, alam namin itong apartment na ito. In fact, Mr. Chair, nagpapasok pa kami ng, nagpa-employ pa kami ng tao dito, Mr. Chair, para araw-araw meron kaming lookout as katulong ng one of the apartments, Mr. Chair. So, what we did, lahat ng naandon na Chinese-looking, na nagre-reflect sa aming mga surveillance camera, pinag-invite namin, Mr. Chair, to find out more doon sa post-operation investigation. At ito, hindi ko na matandaan yan, Mr. Chair, eh. Kasi sama-sama yan.
Kasama ba dyan yung 6 Chinese nationals that were killed?
Wala yan, wala, Mr. Chair, kasi you shoot, dun, una sa shootout sila namatay, sir, eh. Doon sa Dumoy Laboratory. This was after the operation sa Dumoy Clandestine Laboratory, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so ibig sabihin, yung namatay na 6 plus ito, yan yung mga Chinese na nandiyan dyan.
Nadaan doon, Mr. Chair. Nadaan
Okay.
doon.
So, I was given an information that after the Dumoy raid, I think ikaw din yata nag-lead nitong team na to, you went to a CDO Cagayan de Oro warehouse to make a follow-up. Tama ba yan?
Yes, Mr. Chair. That was after the conduct of post-operation investigation. Ibig sabihin, Mr. Chair, lahat ng basura doon, tiningnan natin, lahat ng karton, tiningnan natin yung mga kung saan galing, tinuro ngayon kami sa Cagayan de Oro City, Mr. Chair.
Do you remember the exact address of the Cagayan de Oro?
It was on a warehouse, Mr. Chair. Yung meron kasi rentahan ng warehouse sa Cagayan de Oro na pinaparentahan, each and every warehouse. Doon namin nakita yung iba pang laboratory
Equipment.
equipment.
Okay.
Ang thinking ko, Mr. Chair, is after sa Dumoy Laboratory, mag-establish sila na another laboratory
Sa Cagayan,
sa Cagayan de Oro.
Okay. Do you recall kung sino may-ari ng warehouse?
Same, Johnson Chua, Mr.
Johnson
Chair.
Chua rin.
Yes, sir. So, ang ginagawa kasi modus nila, Mr. Chair, is pag naubos na yung chemicals sa isang area, hindi na sila maglilipat. Kukuha na naman ng bagong chemicals doon sa ini-establish nilang laboratory. So, hindi sila natapos dito dahil na-stop na nga, sir, yung operation nila. If you can see doon sa presentation nila, there was another warehouse doon sa Agdao naman, Mr. Chair. Naka-ready yun for that clandestine laboratory. This clandestine laboratory, Mr. Chair, is just 5 days old.
Yung Agdao?
Yes, no, in Dumoy.
Okay.
Kasi from the start of the manufacture, 5 years, kaya walang ang nailabas doon, Mr. Chair. Walang nailabas na gamit or drugs doon dahil naagapan namin. Otherwise, uubusin nila lahat ng chemicals na naandun sa Agdao na warehouse. And also, doon sa Polytex naman. Kasi kung makikita nyo, merong malaking air scrubber doon, Mr. Chair, doon sa Polytex, sabi Bunawan, yun yung ilalagay nila sa Cagayan de Oro. And they will be building a bigger laboratory, bigger than that in Dumoy, Mr. Chair.
So, sa iyong palagay, konektado yung Dumoy, Agdao, and then the one in Cagayan de Oro?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, yan ay sindikato nung
Mr. Chair,
sinasabi?
dinala kami doon. 24/7 na kasi yung coverage namin doon sa grupo. So there were times from Davao City, dediretsyong Cagayan de Oro. Yung tao natin, sir, susunod hanggang Cagayan de Oro. Mag-check, uutos na agad ako na mag-check-in ng hotel at magbibili na ng damit agad, Mr. Chair, dahil ang bit-bit nila kung ano yung suot lang nila eh.
Okay.
So talagang coverage yun. For 3 months covered, 24/7 yung operation na yun.
Who was the main personality doon sa inyong 24/7 ninyong monitoring?
Si Alan C. is the operations officer. Siya yung bumibili ng mga freezer, ng iba't ibang gamit. Si Jed Pilapil C., convicted na ito, nakakulong na ito, sir.
Yung asawa ito?
Asawa ni Alan C. Kasama rin sa bumibili ng gamit. And si Jong Pilapil, kapatid ni Jed C., ganun din, sir. Procurement officers din
So,
sila.
si Jed Pilapil si Pilipino yan, no? Yung Jong Pilapil ay Pilipino.
Pilipino rin yan, sir.
Ang asawa niya ay si Alan C.,
Alan
who
C.
is a Chinese national.
Yes, Mr.
Now,
Chair.
ang ibig niyo sabihin, yung Dumoy, Agdao, and Cagayan de Oro, si Alan C. And family yan. Walang ibang personality na involved. Maybe a financier or the owner of the warehouse, yung mga ganyan. Anong...
We believe, Mr. Chair, si Alan C. is only in Cagayan de Oro base. Siya yung operations officer doon. But ang main player doon is si Johnson Chua.
okay. Yun yung Johnson Chua that was presented as the alleged mastermind.
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Chair. Siya rin yung siya rin yung nag-rent doon sa Cagayan de Oro City. For the information of the body, Mr. Chair, binayaran nila yung Cagayan de Oro City ng warehouse cash 1 year.
Okay.
Pero hindi pa nila tinirahan yun. Naglagay lang sila ng mga gamit doon, Mr. Chair.
And na-recover niyo yung mga gamit?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ano yung mga gamit?
Ganun din, sir. Kung ano yung nakita mo dito sa laboratory, ganun din yung
Ang
naandun.
ano yun? Pang-laboratory?
Laboratory,
Shabu.
ano, sir.
Okay. So, is Johnson Chua a Chinese Filipino or
I believe
Chinese?
he's national,
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
So, what are the other information you have gathered kay Mr. Johnson Chua?
Ganito kasi yan, Mr. Chair. We were overwhelmed. Kokonti lang ang PIDEA noon. Yung age SOT ni Colonel Asierto is 6 lang sila, sir. Isang team lang sila eh. Overwhelmed talaga kami ng trabaho. Now, yung nakita na namin, Mr. Chair, na nagdadry na sila, on the drying stage na sila, sir, we immediately applied for a search warrant kay Judge on December 29 of 2004. The search warrant was granted by Judge Fuentes. So, initially, ang tutok ng buo, kukunti lang kami no, sir, less than 28 lang ang PIDEA nun sa Region 11. Ang tutok namin is yung laboratory. But we know na merong mga different warehouses na binibisita. 5 warehouses yun, Mr. Chair, yung pinocover namin. 3 doon, 2 doon na warehouse, nag-positive, tsaka isang laboratory. So, inuna namin yung laboratory. Kaya kung makikita nyo doon, Mr. Chair, December 31, we conducted anti-clandestine laboratory operation doon sa Dumoy. Natapos yun, Mr. Chair. Immediately, pumunta kami ngayon sa warehouse, doon sa Eileen apartment. Nung gabi na rin yun, Mr. Chair. Para maagapan, baka makuha namin yung mga naando na sinusurveillance namin, baka makita namin doon sa apartment. Kasama na po doon si General Simeon Dizon, kasama doon si Mayor Duterte, kasama...
Yan, yung nasa pictures kanina.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
Mr. Chair. So, nag-backtrack, post-investigation, nakita namin yung sinubaybayan namin another warehouse sa Agdao, nag-apply na naman kami ng another warrant for that. That is why, January 4 na i-implement yung sa Agdao, Mr. Chair. And then, another warehouse or yung Polytex, Davao Polytex International, doon namin nakuha naman yung scrubber, January 5 naman yon, Mr. Chair.
Pagka merong bang may possession ng scrubber, CPEC
Yes,
ba yan?
Mr. Chair.
So kasama yan dun sa
Laboratory.
CPEX. Okay, so part of the laboratory.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So if you're caught with possession of a scrubber, as you call it, you are liable against the you are violating.
Walang violation, Mr. Chair, pero definitely, pang-laboratory yung Mr. Chair. Pang-shabu yun.
Okay. So wala ba ibang gumagamit ng scrubber?
Wala po.
Okay. I don't know if this is a coincidence. Kasi when you made a follow-up operation sa Cagayan de Oro, dun sa warehouse na yon, do you remember where the location of the warehouse is? Hindi mo na matandaan
Hindi
yung
ko na
address?
ma-recall, Mr. Chair, pero dun sa... Hindi.
Kasi I was given an information na yung warehouse na yan ay located doon sa area where allegedly the brother of Michael Yang, Mr. Tony Yang, has a business.
Possible, Mr. Chair.
So I don't know if this is a coincidence, no? Na medyo malapit sa mga Yang itong usapin tungkol sa clandestine shabu laboratory.
Yes. But, Mr. Chair, kasi during that time, talagang wala kaming personality na Michael Yang eh.
Okay.
Kaya hindi namin pinansin, hindi nga kilala si Michael Yang. Kasi si Johnson Chua lang, sir, ang kilala namin.
Okay.
Now, during while we were on the intelligence and surveillance operation sa Dumoy, biglang lumabas, according to Colonel Asierto, lumabas yung pangalan ng Alan Lim. Dahil si Alan Lim, Mr. Chair, is subject nila sa Cavite. Pero hindi ko kilala si Alan Lim. So, kala ni Colonel Asierto na si Alan Lim is same person with Alan C. Kaya, nasa Manila si Colonel Asierto, so tinawagan niya ako, Bok, si Alan C. nahuli. Sabi ko, paano mahuhuli? Nandito yan. Nasa Eileen apartment eh. So, it came out na si Alan Lim na alleged owner ng Cavite Clandestine Laboratory is different from Alan C. sa Davao Dumoy Laboratory, Mr. Chair. But, si Michael Yang wala doon sa personality, Mr. Chair eh. Kasi kung naandun siya sa personality, Mr. Chair, kasama siya sa kinuha namin.
So,
kasama siya dun sa listahan na naandun, Mr. Chair.
Wala kayong mga information
wala,
sa
Mr.
intelligence reports, wala siya.
Wala po.
walang-
But,
Okay.
Si Johnson Chua, Mr. Chair, ang main player.
Is there
That
a
we thought
connection
during
or
that
link
time.
between Johnson Chua and Mr. Michael Yang?
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
Wala? No business
Eh,
transactions? Nothing?
We did not conduct the post-operation investigation on Michael Yang because wala nga siya sa personality namin, including sa AIDSOT personality. Kasi
When you did your intel gathering against Mr. Johnson Chua, wala kayong nakita na Michael Yang doon.
wala po.
So, you're telling us that Michael Yang is not in any way, as per you, not connected with Johnson Chua Syndicate.
Michael Yang is not collected in Dumoy Laboratory.
No, overall. Kahit
I'm in charge of the Dumoy, Mr. Chair. Wala naman akong pakialam sa buong Pilipinas eh. Regional Office 11 lang ako, sir eh. So, doon ako sa Dumoy. And we made sure ni Colonel Asierto, sino yung personality niya, sino yung personality ko. Eh, wala namang Michael Yang doon. Kasi kung naandun yung Michael Yang, hahanapin namin. Maliit lang ang Davao, Mr. Chair eh. Hanapin namin. But si Johnson Chua, eh, lumabas kasi yung pangalan ni Johnson Chua doon sa toll record na nakita na nasa Davao City. So we identified na naandun yung Johnson Chua. But hindi pa namin namumukaan kung sino yung Johnson Chua during that time. Kasi focus kami, Mr. Chair, sa laboratory. Nakatakas yung Johnson Chua na sana nakuha namin, Mr. Chair. Kasi nung January 1, nagdatingan lahat ng big sa Davao City, sir eh. Naando si late General Reyes, naando si DG Abinido, naandun si General Aglipay, naandun si General De Leon. So naandun lahat. Instead of me conducting post-operation, intelligence operation, investigation, nag-entertain kami, sir, ng bisita on January 1. Doon nakatakas si Johnson Chua, sir. Na sana, na-identify yung yung bahay. Later na namin na-identify yung bahay eh.
So, nag-entertain muna kayo ng bisita bago na...
That's what happened, Mr. Chair.
Kasi yun, this guy is a big-time drug lord. And napataka siya because nag-entertain tayo ng bisita. Anyway, so lastly, ito, there were reports, no, according to, if I'm not mistaken, I heard it dun sa statement ni Mr. Las Cañas, no, na itong mga Chinese nationals na nahuli ay tinanong siya, no, tinanong sila, nasan yung inyong passport? Yung inyong para ma-ascertain yung identities nitong mga to. And they mentioned the name na nasa boss namin. Sabi nila, nasa boss namin, ang pangalan ng boss nila ay si Mr. Michael Yang. So, and that actually is the information na nakuha ng informer. Kaya nalaman natin na itong si Michael Yang ay may malaking posibilidad na involved dito sa Johnson Chua drug syndicate.
Mr. Chair, si Las Cañas wala doon sa operation eh. Wala nga, hindi ko nga nakita during 3 months of operation namin yung mukha ni Las Cañas eh. Kaya hindi ko alam kung saan ang gagaling yung sinasabi niya eh.
Okay, so sige, that's noted. The next to interpolate is Congressman Keith Flores. You have 10 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I just want to follow up lang on the issue of Alan Lim, sir. Because I remember in the previous hearing, Director Wilkins Villanueva, you testified that he's not the same person that had a case filed in Pampanga ba yan? Or saan yan?
Cavite, Mr.
In
Chair.
Cavite. Do you confirm that statement pa?
Mr. Chair, ang ginamit kong basis doon, Mr. Chair, is yung SOI na ibinigay ni Captain Perote sa PIDEG, sa HSOT. So,
Can you tell me what's an SOI? SOI.
summary of information.
Okay.
So, inilagay niya doon sa kaliwa si alleged Alan Lim, inilagay niya doon sa kanan yung Alan Lim na kasama ni President. Ang laki ng diferensya, sir eh. Yung Alan Lim sa kaliwa, nakatikwas, sir, yung ilong eh. If you can, naandun, sir, sa ano?
Ang basis naman ng distinction nyo, sir, is just the photograph.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yes, sir.
So, as PIDEA chief, hindi mo ba na-confirm na he is the same person na may kaso or...
Alan Lim na nasa Cavite, Mr. Chair, is yun yung may kaso. Yun yung Alan Lim na acquitted.
And you are certain that he is not the same Alan Lim na yung sa Parmali, yung sa...
Kasi wala akong information, Mr. Chair, about yung Alan Lim na ina-allege ni Perote. Ang information ko is yung Alan Lim na nahuli sa Cavite. So kinumpare ko, Mr. Chair, si Alan Lim na nasa Cavite, nakatikwas yung ilong eh.
Kaya nga, sir, I'm going back to the question na you just confirmed it by comparing the photographs.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, now, how about the current PIDEA, ASEC Gumban? Sir, can you make a definitive distinction, no? Kung si Alan Lim na nung may kaso sa Cavite is the same person as the Alan Lim that we have in the Parmali mess and in the pictures with the president, the former president rather.
According to Asierto again, sir, the picture there near the president is Alan Lim, which is also collaborated by Nono Lim. That is his husband. That is the
Pero other than the allegations of Asierto, wala kayong ibang ebidensya po? Na it's the same person na pinagkaso nung may drug case doon sa Cavite? Para po, klaro kasi, di ba, his name keeps popping up and nandun pa sa pictures with the President Duterte. It's also unfair naman na if he's actually not the same person po that we are talking about. Kaya, I'm asking you, as the ASEC for PIDEA, kung siya ba ang one and the same person para we stop talking about this guy, kung hindi man.
Sir, based on the picture, the side by side, the angle is just different, but we believe that is the same person.
So other than the picture, may fingerprints ba doon sa kaso niya, file niya?
So far, none, sir.
So far none, did you go to the Cavite court? On his arrest record, wala bang fingerprints yan? When a person is arrested, hindi ba kinukunan ng fingerprints yan?
We will get the case folder, sir, in the court.
Can we do that? Para at least hindi tayo paikot-ikot ng kwento di ba? Na sabi, ito, same, sabi, hindi. And we're dragging other people down just because of certain allegations of certain persons, like the allegations of Colonel Asierto. Para klaro tayo, sir. Can we do that?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Will that also be, you agreeable with that, General?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yes,
Para
yes.
once and for all,
Mr.
matutukan
Chair, ganito
natin.
po kasi yan eh. I was called sa yung last Congress para i-brief ang Congress about yun nga, yung participation ng Alan Lim and Michael Yang. So nagbigay ako, Mr. Chair, ng presentation sa last Congress natin, Mr. Chair. It was, I think, headed by Congressman Aglipay. So yun lang naman ang basis ko because walang information on Michael Yang eh. Hanggang ngayon nga, hindi nga nila mapinpoint na yung Michael Yang eh. Involved talaga sa, during that time, wala talagang Michael Yang. But si Alan Lim, hindi ko mapinpoint kung yan ba yung Alan Lim ng laboratory sa Cavite or hindi. So what I did, ginamit ko lang yung SOI ni Captain Perote na dalawang picture.
Yes, sir.
Ang laki ng diferensya
Kasi ang akin naman po, is it's very flimsy din po if we just compare it with one picture. Di ba? Shouldn't it be incumbent upon us to dig deeper into it? The allegations are so serious na it involves the former president. His association with the former president, his association with an incumbent senator. Diba nga, dapat tingnan din natin kasi what if it is true that it is the same person na may kaso sa Cavite about drugs? Di ba? Hindi ba mapapahiya tayo na ang former president natin is associated with someone who is involved with drugs and who is publicly said that he is against drugs, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Pangit eh.
Mr. Chair.
Kaya we're talking about these things na parang simple lang siya na allegations. It's a very serious allegation. It has very serious implications. Not just now, but for even for the past administration po.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Para naman na hindi tayo parang guilt by association lang as far as the president is concerned, or if totoo naman na siya yun, what is he doing with these persons? Na alam naman ng may reports naman na he is involved with the drug trade. 'Di ba?
Mr.
And
Chair.
it also brings into question his clear association with Michael Yang. Kasi nga there are corporations where they are partners with, 'di ba? So hindi mo ma-erase po yung parang a conclusion that one would have na involved nga sila kung totoo man na he is one and the same person that had a drug case in Cavite.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair,
Go ahead, sir.
alam mo, Mr. Chair, hindi dapat magiging ganito ito kung si Colonel Asierto ay nagbigay ng validated information kay General Bato at kay General Aquino. Kasi yung interview mo, Madam Luistro, about Colonel Asierto, ang sabi lang niya, galing sa informant ko. So, yung information ni Michael Yang, it coming from informant of Colonel Asierto. As an operative, meron akong informant, dapat ako ang nag-lay down ng validation sa information na ibinigay sa akin. Hindi ko yan ipapasa kay Chief PNP tsaka Chief PDEA kung raw fa ang
Sir,
information.
I agree with you na wrong nga yun. But would you also not agree with me na a serious allegations like that brought to you as a Chief PNP, aksyonan mo rin dapat, di ba? Hindi mo na ipatulog dyan na parang wala lang, di ba? Dapat you should have done something about it din. It puts into question din, bakit hindi inaksyonan ni Senator Bato yung report niya, Senator, regardless of the fact na raw information lang yun. Because it's serious yung allegations eh.
Yes.
Kasama ng presidente. Economic advisor ng presidente is in close relations with someone who has a drug laboratory in Cavite.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Now, again, if I were to ask you, if you were the Chief PNP, binigyan ka ng raw information, would you have done something about it?
Mr. Chair, ang gagawin ko doon, Mr. Chair, ikaw ang nagbigay ng information, gawin mong intelligence yung information mo. Kasi yung information mo is not an intelligence. It's not actionable.
Okay.
So, ang sasabihin ko sa kanya, oy, Asierto, gawin mong intelligence yung information mo. Huwag mo akong utusan.
Ginawa ba yun ni Bato?
Hindi ko alam, Mr. Chair.
Based on the allegations
I don't
of Asierto, hindi nga siya kinausap ni Bato about that report eh. You yourself said, if you were Chief PNP, investigahan mo yan. Di ba? At least you do something about it.
Yes, yes.
Not just forget about it.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So yung questions naman on yung 11 pa nga daw na nahuli on the apartment, not in Dumoy na this time, di ba?
Yes, Mr.
But
Chair.
supposedly it was an offshoot of that Dumoy raid. Tama po ba? Ang pagkaintindi ko? Parang offshoot siya na
Yes.
resulta ng Dumoy raid. May
Follow up yun, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Follow up.
Di ba? Anong nangyari doon sa 11?
After questioning, dahil mga Chinese-looking, pinavalidate namin sa BID. Initially, naandun lahat sa BID, yung mga naandun sa Arlene apartment.
Tapos
Mr.
may resulta ba ang investigation ng BID na alam ninyo or something?
After that, Mr. Chair, pinawalan na lang ng BID eh.
Okay.
Kasi focus kami on the after operation naman, nung different laboratories na naman.
Yes, but then I have a question. These are persons who were turned over to the BID, which you said were siguro discovered, not apprehended, discovered as a reason, as an offshoot of the Dumoy raid. Tama po ba? So no matter if it's not a direct link, but pero may links, supposedly. Kasi kasunod magkasunod tong pangyayaring ito, di ba? Now, the fact that you turned them over to the BID, hindi ba sila maging persons of interest man lang at the very least?
person of interest actually, Mr. Chair.
Now, if they are persons of interest and BID let them go, how come you did not bother to follow up? Anong nangyari sa 11 na to? Sabi mo nga lang, person of interest sila.
Mas 28 lang kami noon, Mr. Chair. We have task priority requirement. Follow up on another laboratories.
Mr.
Kasi nga,
Chairman.
ang dami na namin nakuhang sa post anti-clandestine laboratory operation. Ang dami ng different areas na pwedeng.
Pero nagbunga na.
Oh yes,
It leads
Mr.
to
Chair.
other areas.
Dapat sa kanila na yun, Mr. Chair. Dapat feedback nila kami dahil focus na kami doon na talaga sa ano, sir, Mr. Chair. Just to find out, kasi meron naman Davao City Police Office, Mr. Chair. Sila na yung nag-take charge doon sa...
Sir, you were the lead agency that time.
Yes, Mr. Chair. But again, task priority requirement. Mas priority ko yung next laboratory kung saan kami pupunta.
Okay, I understand na mas important yung next laboratories. But again, I'll go back to your assertions kanina na they were persons of interest. Yet, they seem to have just been forgotten like bula lang na nag-vanish into thin air. We don't even know what happened to them. Is BID here?
Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead.
with the indulgence of Kong Flores, can I ask question lang po kay...
Okay, with the indulgence of Congressman
Thank you.
Flores.
Sundan ko lang po.